everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Vikings are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Packers, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. Adams, the man in motion right. Now Hundley. And he checks this one down to Williams. Williams loses the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing, Hundley. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to... And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. Flushed out right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. The 20, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 7 yards to go on second down. Adams the man in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm. On this drive, moving the ball quite well, and big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And out now come the Vikings. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to work. Fournette fighting through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And open underneath. It's Gronkowski. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
He was a cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Play fake. Bridgewater. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Reminder that coming up later tonight in the national window, we'll see the Giants travel out to Denver to take on the Broncos. And then tomorrow night, it's the Colts and Titans, an AFC South battle from Nashville.
Both of them have designs on winning that division.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Black round, Ohio. Here we go. Black round, black round.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Ripkowski, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Being chased out left. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Caught here by Bell. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Hundley. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On the run, it's Fournette. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Throwing, Hundley. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. First down, Bridgewater. Shedding the tackle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now Bridgewater is still down. Looks like he was shaken up there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 8 yards to go here on second down. So Bridgewater forced to the sidelines. And they'll hand the duties over to the former Houston Cougar. It's Case Keenum. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Keenum on first down. And Rudolph has it left side. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Set, 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. It's Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So Bridgewater forced to the sidelines. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. On third down, Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ryan Quigley, fifth-year man from Boston College, in to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
It makes so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your foot.
Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from NC State, Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Adams the man in motion right. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 are those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here we go now.
Now Fournette. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back Back to throw now on first down. And complete. Right side to tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll come out in the pistol. Second and goal from the 5. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Back to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety, because truly he's a hybrid-type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there, taking on the big fella.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Here we go. Come on, let's go.
on second down, Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Adams, the man in motion right. Out of the gun now on third down. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Brett Hundley with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Blue,
They'll run with Fournette. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up, and then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green. Over. Leopard, gone.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go. Let's round. Let's round.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
No. Check. Patriot.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Back it up, Philly. Here we go.
Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go.
This is Fournette, and he'll be taken down at the 34. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
And he coughed it up. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. The slot man in motion right. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Hundley. Flush to his right. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Throwing, Hundley. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A handoff to Fournette, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. Still going. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Checking in on Houston, it's in the fourth quarter there. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Minnesota, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.